A very good evening to you traders. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome to MGR Stock Trading, where we'll be focusing primarily on the stocks. Nasdaq, Apple, well not Nasdaq, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, etc. Of course, there are many other stocks we can find ourselves trading. But for the time being, those will be our focus in that regard. MGR Stock Trading is or does fall under the umbrella of MGR Investment Holdings. In that regard, we have multiple different companies that focuses on each and every single asset class within the financial markets. We've got MGR Forex Trading that will focus on currencies. We have MGR Commodities Trading that will focus on gold, silver, and platinum as an example. We have MGR Synthetic Trading that will focus on the volatility indexes. Apart from that, we also have MGR Energy Trading, and that focuses on natural gas and the various energies that we might find within the financial markets. There are many more. Off the top of my head, we also have MGR Stock Indices Trading that will focus on Nasdaq, US 30, Dow Jones, the S&P 500, Germany 30, Germany 40. We have a company that focuses on, again, each and every single asset class. Why have we done this, you might ask yourself? Well, the financial markets is exceptionally broad. It is exceptionally wide. There are so many different financial markets for each and every single asset class. We need to specialize. And a part of that specialization came the idea of, let us ensure we have companies that will focus on each and every single financial market. And that is where we are today with MGR Stock Trading. If you want to find the links to our other channels, it will be in this video description. Apart from that, without any further ado, and I must say, I've got something special for you all at the end of the video. We're going to break down at the moment Apple on the 1 minute time frame. Let us trade the stock. Right. Looking at this, what I see on my side, I've got Tokyo, New York, and again Tokyo. Right. Of course, the stock market operates on a very different time period than the normal forex or currency market or indices market. So it does operate a bit differently. So in other words, the market will open at about 3:30, and it will close at around, let's see, it will close at about 10. So it opens at 3:30 and closes at 10 p.m. This is Universal Time plus 2, or otherwise known as South African Standard Time. So we've got that at the moment. What exactly did I do? How did I know we were going to move towards the downside? This is in fact very simple. And right now I'm going to expose to you the MGR FX scalping method. What exactly is this method? You may ask yourself. I'll tell you what it is. On my chart, you would see these colored boxes. One is orange, the other is purple. There are a few other colors, but at the moment, this is the color for New York session, and this is the color for Tokyo session. How did I get these boxes automatically on my chart? I'll tell you. I got these automatically by simply adding the Lux Algo Sessions indicator. In doing so, I then found myself editing the settings of this indicator. I added in a session A, New York session, at the time of 4 p.m. to 4:15, a London session at 9 a.m. to 9:15, the color is blue, a Tokyo session from 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. As you can see, you have New York and you have Tokyo. Right. Once these boxes have been added with the correct time, and please ensure that the time is correct. Once they have been added, we now proceed to placing a horizontal line on top of the box and another horizontal line below the box. In doing so, what we then do is we wait for price to break and close below the box with a 1 minute candle. Once that is done, we place a sell position with our stop loss above the box and a risk to reward of 1 to 1. What does this mean to you as a trader, or to us as traders? This simply means that we need to ensure that we have a strike rate, we need to ensure that we have a win rate of 50% and above in order to remain either break even, in other words, we make no money, or to make a bit of money. Now normally we have in and around a 70 to 80% win rate, generally speaking, for the month, using this method on stocks. I have Apple at the moment. You may decide to trade multiple different stocks. You may decide to trade one stock. It is entirely at your discretion. Apart from that, that is the method. Let us proceed perhaps to right now. What I was actually trying to do was to live trade Tokyo session for today, but sadly the trade somewhat seems to have run away without me. But effectively, we've placed our horizontal lines. We are now going to place the sell entry, and just like that, you hit your take profit. Can a method of trading be any simpler, is the question I will throw to you. Can you find a method of trading that is perhaps more simple than this? Here is the difficult part. Finding a brokerage that will offer stocks as a contract for difference. That would be the most difficult part. Because as you may know, to trade the stock market you need quite a huge amount of capital for most brokerages. For most. I will come back and I'll make a video on the best brokerage to utilize for trading stocks as a contract for difference. In other words, it will allow you to speculate without needing a significant amount of initial capital. Now I understand most individuals perhaps may not have $500. That's generally the amount that you need to trade stocks with most brokerages. There are some that might offer you a micro account and offer you stocks, and therefore you may perhaps only need $50 to enter into this particular asset class and trade it as a retail trader. So the barrier to entry can be very, very low, or alternatively it can be significantly high. It does depend on you and your income level and your disposable income. And I want to reiterate that once again. Listen carefully to this. Only use disposable income when you are trading. The moment you're going to start investing a certain amount of funds that are, a little bit over your budget, you're going to place emotion to that, and your trading decisions may then be negatively impacted by the emotion attached to the outcome of a trade. You don't want to go into that type of downward spiral. It is only negative. There is very little positive that you can take away from that. There is positive, of course, in everything, in anything in life, really. There's always a silver lining. But again, you are watching this video for the hopes of finding a method that's going to be profitable, or you are a trader, you have multiple methods that are profitable, you make millions, you make hundreds of thousands, you make thousands, you simply add into your knowledge. If you are doing that, then your money management, your risk management, your ability to understand your risk exposure to the financial markets should then be sound. It should be manageable. You as a professional should know exactly how much you can expose yourself to the financial markets. And I don't think I have to go into a discussion to remind you all that, again, you can make a huge amount of money, but you can lose it at the same time as well. I think just to drive the point home, keep in mind the the geopolitical event occurring around the world at the moment. We don't have to go into depth with that. We are all very, very well aware of what is happening, the multiple wars occurring. Keep it in mind and remember and ground yourself. We are here for a reason. We are professionals and we are going to find ourselves being compensated, being remunerated for our professional decisions being made within the financial markets. Right. Apart from that, Tokyo session yesterday, a wonderful opportunity. We had a lovely sell that occurred, and as you can see, my two horizontal lines are being placed. We then place our lovely sell opportunity and our sell position, and our sell goes all the way to take profit. Wonderful. Again, what happened over here? We had a wonderful sell opportunity that occurred. Placed a sell, and sadly a stop loss. I may be wondering, oh man, sadness. Yes, sadness. Like any business in life, you are going to make money, you're going to lose money. And right now we've lost some money, and that's okay. Because the next trade that we have, we're going to make some money, isn't it? Exactly like that. Next trade we have, very, very tight, very, very tight, but I think this was indeed a take profit. You may have had to close a little bit less than a 1-to-1, sadly. Your spread would certainly have thrown you out right over there. Right, stop loss being taken over here. Let's have a look here, let's break this down. Stop loss taken, sadly, Tokyo session. And I think I'll stop here at New York. New York was good. Lovely sell opportunity that occurred. Clean. You know, when you keep on going like this, you just can't stop. Honestly, you just cannot stop. Right over here, you can see this was a unfortunate scenario of a stop loss being taken. A nice fake out over there. Sadly, stop loss. And finally, a wonderful take profit being hit right over here at a 1-to-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 10 trades, you have lost 1, 2, 3. You have a 70% win rate. Need I say more, traders? Do I need to go into any more depth than that? We are traders. We go ahead and we find ourselves making money. Apart from that, I think that's all, and that's where I will leave it for today. I told you that you're going to find out something very, very interesting that you want to look out for and you want to actually hear over the course of, or coming close to the end of the video. What exactly is that? MGR Stock Trading is partnered with TD Markets. TD Markets is an award-winning broker from multiple different finance expos, has been the most trusted brokerage in Africa for 2 years in a row, in 2025 and in 2026, this year and last year. With that being the case, what does it mean to you? It means that MGR Stock Trading is partnered with one of the leading brokers in South Africa. We are doing that for our traders. We are ensuring that the platform that they are utilizing to trade is the best in the country. That is what we do. And I know this. I personally find myself investing in my traders. Yes, they go ahead. Yes, they find themselves making that decision to invest in themselves first. They do that. And once that is perhaps done, once that is done, I go ahead and I say, listen, one of our mottos is that we learn and we earn together. So I go ahead and I fund my traders' accounts and I trade using a copy trading system that allows me or allows them to copy my exact trades into their account. And once I have made back, once their account has been doubled, that amount goes back to me, and the rest of the profit they get to keep. Please tell me and inform me respectfully, what mentor does that for their traders? What mentor puts a portion of their own income and says, listen, you are my trader, I'm going to find myself investing in you, funding your account, trading on that particular account. You are then welcome to open up a separate account, fund that particular account, and trade at that particular account independently. You can do that with my guidance, with my education that I've taught you. You can do that. And whilst you are learning, whilst you are trading with that particular account, you are still making money passively in the background with my method and with my trades. Can you imagine that? And if we had each and every single mentor in the country doing this, I can assure you our unemployment rate would drop so dramatically from 40 odd percent to 20% in South Africa. Imagine that. But of course, as any other owner, business owner, as any other managing director, you have to lead from the front. You have to be the change that you want to see in the world. And MGR Forex Trading, I can assure you, we are that change. But you need to go ahead and invest in yourself. So I can assure you, if I take this opportunity out to each and every single citizen within the country, perhaps I can say, listen, all unemployed individuals, please come to MGR Forex Trading. I will fund your account. I will trade for you. You can make some money, make a living, get off the social grant, and let's make some money together. They will waste the profit being made. And sadly, it's a very difficult scenario to navigate, situation to navigate. It's not easy. And I want to work with traders who I know are firstly taking the step to invest in themselves, making the change in their own lives, and then you go ahead and say, you have the potential, work with me and I will work with you. Traders, I hope you had a wonderful session tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. Aside from that, I want to say, let's all go ahead and let's make some money together. Have a wonderful evening. Keep well, keep safe. I'll catch you all again in the next video. Cheers guys, have an awesome one.